Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Dambulkar. In this video, we will see how to create our own header file in C language. So here, I have created one .c file, sample.c. From this file, I will access add function and sub function. Add function is defined in addFun.c file, while sub function that is used for subtraction is defined in subfun.c. I will mention prototype of these two functions which is defined in these two files in header.h, and that header.h file I will use or I will include in sample.c. So we'll open these files. So this is addFun.c file, and in this file I have defined add function. So basically this function is accepting two parameters a and b. We are adding these two numbers a and b and we are returning its sum. Then we have another file that is subfun.c. So we will open it. So in subfun.c, in the same way, we have function for subtraction. We have given name sub. It is accepting two numbers a and b. We are calculating subtraction and we are returning that subtraction. Then we are creating our own header file. So I have given name header.h. Any name you can give. For example, head.h or anything, my header.h, any name you can give. So here I have given name header.h. I will open that. So here I have written prototype for add function and prototype for sub function. Even if we are defining any global variable, so suppose here I am defining any variable, so that global variable I can declare here in header.h file, and this is sample.c file. So I am opening that, and in this sample.c file I have written main function, and here I am including this header.h file, that is our own header file. Now you may ask why we are writing in double quote, why we are not writing like this. So normally we include that header file in single angular bracket, but we are mentioning this our own header file in double quote. The reason is that whenever we are mentioning any header file in singular angular bracket, so it takes that file header file from the C language library, but this is our own header file, right? So that's why we are including it like this. So this header file is present in our same folder. So if this header file is present in this folder only, where sample.c file is present. So suppose it is present in some other folder, so here we have to write path also. So something will mention, suppose it is present in some old folder, so something like that will mention. But as it is present in the same folder, no need to write that folder name or path. Here main function is written, and in this main function we are calculating sum, and for that we are calling add function, but add function is defined in addFun.c file. Then we are calculating subtraction by calling sub function, but sub function is defined in subfun.c, and their prototypes are mentioned in our own header file. So here we are mentioning prototype, and that this header.h file we are mentioning in this sample.c. So here we have included that header file. So now we will run it. So we'll compile addFun.c. So normally if we compile, so we'll get error. The error is because there is no main function in addFun.c. So for that, C language has provided one feature to compile this file without main function. So for that we have to write gcc -c and add fun.c. So now there is no error, and here you can see in this folder we got addfun.o, that is the object file. In the same way we will compile other file subfun.c. So here we got subfun.o, that is the object file. Again we will compile sample.c, but normally if we compile sample.c, so we will get error. What error will get? Undefined reference to add function and sub function. So again here we have to mention -c and sample.c. So it is also get compiled, and we got sample.o. Here you can see that is sample.o, that file we got. Now we will compile this together. So all code will get combined together and single object file that will get. So gcc then add fun.o subfun.o then sample.o. So we'll compile that. So here we got a.out, that is a final object file combining all this code that we got, and now we will run this. So we got addition and subtraction. So in this way we can create our own header file. Keep in mind here we are compiling addfun.c, subfun.c and then sample.c. But C language supports independent compilation. Independent compilation means in any sequence we can compile. So it is not going to affect on our final output. So same thing. So see, suppose I want to compile sample.c first, then I want to compile addfun.c, then I want to compile subfun.c, so I can compile it. Then we'll compile all this object file together, and then we will run this. Still there is no problem. As C language supports independent compilation, we can compile them in any order. So in this video we have seen how to create our own header file. So this is our own header file that we have created, and that our own header file we have used in this program. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.